This segment is being brought to you by Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. Join us in preserving and protecting Tennessee's wildlife. All right, welcome back, everyone. You can call us here at 615-737-7767. We'll be glad to answer any phone calls that you would like. Also, you can ask questions on our Facebook page. And Jimmy Choate's already sent one in. Says, where's the catfish on Old Hickory? They are in the mouths of the creek, headed to the backs of the creek, because that's where all the shad are headed. Just got off of Kentucky Lake and actually got to watch some guys doing some jugging, and they were doing really, really well at the mouths of the creeks on Kentucky Lake with their jug line. So I would say from the jugs, from the creek openings to about mid of the way of that creek, you ought to find some nice catfish, because they got them going to the back after those shad. So that ought to be a great, thank you for that question, Jimmy. We hope that helps you out. We're talking the Tennessee Deer Rut. Bobby and I both have predicted that the November 14th will be the full moon or the peak of the rut. But don't give up on your two better times, I think, is your pre-rut and your post-rut.
Yeah, like we keep talking about, that week before that last week of October, the first couple of weeks of November
is magic.
I think is when it's really going to happen. I think that's when flowers and everybody else is just pretty much going to have to put caution sign up.
Yeah. Take a number.
It's going to happen. Yeah.
I do too, and I believe Bobby's right. And Bobby, you know, so many people get confused. I know several people get frustrated. They say, you know, I go hunting and I never see the rut. It may be because you're still hunting their stomachs,
right,
when you should be hunting their gathering places.
Well, that's true. You've got to remember, you know, during that rut phase, it depends on what you are trying to achieve. Are you trying to get venison? Are you trophy hunting? Or, you know, what are you?
Yeah.
That's the first thing you need to figure out. Myself, I'm like you know, I want to trophy hunt. Later on, I can take enough venison or doe for my friends later on in the year.
Yeah.
I don't want to disturb them lead doe until
not right now.
No, not if I'm wanting to hunt a trophy buck. No.
That's right. And you start downing does now and running in there and grabbing them and field dressing them and everything.
Yeah.
You're putting sin everywhere.
You're contaminating your area bad, of course. Yeah.
I'm of the same school that you are, and I like to wait till the rut is going down before I start taking does.
Oh, absolutely.
And I want every opportunity in the world to have a big boy come chasing a doe beside me.
You've got opportunity to do that and then fill your doe tags, because you can kill so many afterwards anyway. You know.
But here, Bobby, right now, most guys and gals are hunting their stomachs. They're hunting the food plots, the open green fields. They're wanting to see what I have available. But now that's got to change. That mentality has to change.
They're hunting a summer food pattern, which is the green fields and stuff of that nature. Now the acorns right now are starting to drop. Persimmons are dropping.
Persimmons are dropping.
So eventually, you know, the deer will be in the woods, and that's just a matter of time. They might hit these fields late, last 30 minutes of daylight, you know, in the evening time. But you know, your best chance to harvest in the next couple of weeks is to be in the woods. You need to be inside.
And both you and I agree, because I know where one of your main stands is, and it's got a perfect example of what I'm talking about. You hunt ridges that have saddles where those deer like to cross.
Correct.
And that's kind of a gathering spot, because that old buck can set up there and he can scent check many different points from that one area. And if you can find that kind of a place, usually it's got some white oaks or red oaks. He wants a little food source around there. He's got to have something for those does to come by and check out. But then he gets to check them. So move from your fields, I would say, right before the kids' youth weekend.
Yeah, make sure when you get in the woods there again, you know, try to do that in the middle of the day while it's hot.
Yeah, while it's hot.
Because they're not moving as much during the middle of the day. I'm not saying you can't see a deer or jump a deer, don't get me wrong, but try to get your stands set now. Don't try to set them the day before muzzleloader season happens. You know, also remember,
set them now for muzzleloader.
Absolutely. Plus, you keep in mind, you know, a lot of guys there again, you can try to control your scent all you want to, but if you don't have the wind in your favor, you know, that's going to be hard there again. And keep in
You're
mind,
in his bedroom. You're in his kitchen.
absolutely. And when that weather pattern changes, you know, we're going to get most of our cool weather
That's right.
north out of the west.
Northwest.
It's not going to come out of the south now these. So there again, pay
Keep that
attention.
dominant
pay attention,
wind.
Pay attention to your stand side.
That's right.
Always play it.
Hey, Bobby, we got some callers. We got to go to Mike. Mike, how can we help you tonight?
Hey, I just thought I'd let you know, my big man, that they're catching quite a bit of crappie down here on Kentucky Lake. And my other question or two I would love to ask, if someone wanted to have a chili cook-off, are they allowed to use venison in their chili to, say, maybe sell tickets for it or maybe as a donation? And my other question is, do you ever think they would ever have a season where you wouldn't have to use a muzzleloader like you use a 30-06 or so? The bins we're getting so many does out there in the world now, and I'll hang up, and thanks for your time.
All right.
Keep up the great work.
Well, thank you very much, Mike, and some great questions there from Mike. Number one question is can you use venison for your chili in a chili cook-off contest?
Sure,
and the answer is yes, you
Yeah.
can do that. The only thing, Mike, that you cannot do is you can't charge for that chili. I mean, if I made a big old pot of chili and I give if I charge Bobby here $5 or $3, say, for a bowl of chili, that you can't do. That's selling game.
What would they do to you?
You get fined big time for that.
So you sold me some chili last week, was it?
I did not sue you. No, I did not. That was groundhog. But and you can do that for groundhog. but if you do it for a donation, you can. If somebody says, hey, I want to donate $5 to your cause, that's perfectly legal. Okay, you just can't sell chili with venison in it because that is a Tennessee game animal. Correct. So there's the answer to your first question. Second question is, he's talking about, do you think that they would extend the gun or whatever?
You really don't need to.
If they would take out muzzle, I'm going to tell you they won't.
Right.
I don't think they will because there's too many hunters out there that like to muzzle. I'm one of them. I love the muzzleloader.
Muzzleloader's fun.
I love it. You do too. Yeah. You and I have done some great hunting with muzzleloaders, and we love it. Now, what they might do, Mike, is extend those seasons. They might add a week to that muzzleloader, which they've already done.
Well, keep in mind, if you really want to hunt venison, if you've got your sportsman license, you can take 3 doe a day through January. Once gun season starts, it's 3 doe a day.
But I think he was talking about the population of deer being such that it is. Do you think there's an opportunity for them to extend the season or something like that, or take out muzzleloader and make it all gun? I don't think they'll do that, but I think they might add a weekend.
Yeah, you'd also control that. You could control that too if we ever got into, these would be TWRA scenarios. If they would say, you know, you have to kill a doe before you can kill a buck. You know,
that's not a bad idea.
If you start laying some type of groundwork for that to alleviate some of the does, you know, you're going to be golden in.
That's right. All right, we got to go to line 2. April, how can we help you tonight?
I was wondering if you could give me any tips on when and how to catch rockfish on Old Hickory Lake.
Ooh, that is a good one.
No,
rockfish.
It's not. We're talking deer right now. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
No, I'll be glad to, April. Do you know where Cedar Creek is on Old Hickory?
Yes, sir.
That riprap that's on the left before you get into Cedar Creek?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand you.
The riprap banks on the left-hand side before you actually get into Cedar Creek, over there by the marina and everything.
By the marina, yes, sir.
If you look for that big chunk rock or that rock right now, as the season progresses and you get cooler and cooler temperatures, those rockfish are going to come right and round in there. And then as it gets colder, you want to go to the Gallatin steam plant, okay? Go to the mouth of the Gallatin steam plant and get in there where the warmer water is, where the discharge is warmer. That's where you're going to find your big rockfish, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, April. All right, and we got Taylor. Taylor, how can we help you tonight?
Good. Well, I was wondering if you could tell me where a good place to hunt is, and then I was wondering if you would
take me out for youth hunting for muzzleloader.
Hey, that's a great idea. I might be able to. But I tell you
Cheatham.
what, huh?
Go to Cheatham.
Cheatham is awesome.
Yep.
Do you know where Cheatham Wildlife Management Area is, Taylor?
Yeah, I could probably look it up.
Cheatham WMA is probably one of the best unsung places.
It is. It's a good place to hunt.
It is an awesome place, and it's right here in our own backyard. And let me tell you something, Tyler, there is some monster bucks on
Tell me you
Cheatham.
don't have to hunt with a muzzleloader during youth season.
Yeah, and you don't have to hunt with a muzzleloader during youth season. You know that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
you can use a 30-06 or whatever you may want to, but as long as it's a center fire. But Cheatham, I like Cheatham.
Cheatham
I'll tell you
Wildlife.
somewhere else I like too, Tyler, and that is, now this is one that's federally run, and that is Land Between the Lakes.
Don't Percy Priest have an area too?
Yeah, Percy Priest has WMA.
You tell them to get online, Taylor. There's several.
Go to
local places, yeah.
tnwildlife.org.
Okay.
on your computer, tnwildlife.org, and look up WMAs and click on that button, and it gives you a whole list, Tyler, of WMAs that are available to each and every person out there. If you're a resident of the state of Tennessee, you have that opportunity to go there and hunt and find out what's local around your area.
Where do you live at, Taylor?
Where do you live?
In Murfreesboro.
Well, you got one right there at Pools Knob.
Pulls knob.
That whole Percy Priest WMA is really one. There's some
Nice-
monsters.
Yeah, that's some nice deer.
There's some nice deer around it. But you need to look on your WMA maps and everything just so you coordinate and know where you're going, okay?
Okay.
But I tell you what, if you'll go on my Facebook page, Southern Woods and Waters, and say, this is Taylor that talked to you on the show, message me, and you and I will start conversing, and we'll see if we can get a hunt in for you,
We'll
okay?
put you on a dove.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Appreciate you, Taylor. Hey, I love listening to you, the youth.
That's awesome. Well, that's what our future is.
That's it. We got Ty. Ty, how can we help you tonight?
Hey, Hugh, how you doing tonight?
We're doing great, brother.
Hey, I'm up here in Springfield, Tennessee. Can you kill an albino buck?
Absolutely not. And
Okay.
that
Well, I saw one this morning, had a brown spot on his back, and he was solid white.
Now, you can take
well,
him.
now you can take that one.
That's called a piebald deer.
That's called a piebald.
Well, he had one little brown spot on his back by the side of a basketball. I don't know if I could stick him or not.
Yes, sir. That is a piebald. If they're solid white and they have the pink eyes and the discolored hoofs,
Yeah, do not shoot that.
you cannot shoot that one. That's called considered a full-fledged albino.
I thank you, sir, and I love y'all's show.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate you. And we got Marshall. Marshall, how can we help you tonight? Marshall? Hello? Marshall's no longer with us.
Marshall's in the tree stand.
He's in the tree stand. I don't blame him. Great calls. We had a lot. I love listening to the youth.
Yeah, the kids are what it's about too.
Ladies and gentlemen, you do not realize what the youth is all about for us. I mean, I'm 56 and I'm a day or two older than you, Nolan. A day or two younger than you.
I'm 36.
You're
myself.
36, yeah, once. But we both are old timers, but we like seeing the youngsters coming in.
Absolutely.
And it kind of makes your heart feel good to see them, and they still want to go hunting with you.
Stay in the woods, stay out of trouble. Yeah.
They still want to go hunting with
Gotta
you.
have somebody
So they
carry
have to feel like you're cool somehow.
Need somebody to drag a deer for us, right?
I need an old man to drag a deer out for me. But let me tell you, whatever opportunity you have, ladies and gentlemen, parents, moms, dads, aunts, uncles, grandpas, grandmas, take those kids out there and let them get their feet wet, set them in a stand, and you don't have to be out there for so blooming long that you make it boring for them. Let them carry their cell phones and something, just put it on mute.
Yeah.
But let them play the games when they get bored, but try to make it interesting for them, like first one to sees a red bird, gets a point or something. At the end of the day, points add up to ice cream, But you can do all kinds of fun things out there to make it enjoyable for them. I have set them up in stands and carried youngsters, and here they are with 30-06s, and the first thing that walks out is a squirrel, and they want to blast it. And I'm going, let's don't do that.
They don't understand what it's about yet. Yeah.
But you need to let them experience the outdoors, be with them, and kind of guide them like a good parent should.
Right.
Guide them, direct them a little bit, and I think you'll have a great time. And look what you're doing. You're making a hunting partner for life when you do. So you got to do that. Hey, we're going to go do our tip of the week. This week's tip of the week is being brought to you by Davidson County Farmers Co-op out there on Dickerson Road. Scott Cooper and that fine gang out there will help you with all of your equine, chickens, all kinds of hogs and everything else. They'll help you with everything you've got. If you can consider it a pet, they got a fix for you, okay? So go out there and check them out. Scott Cooper, Davidson County Farmers Co-op. This week's tip, though, is for you is I like, if you're going to walk, and Bobby mentioned it just a little bit ago about doing things in the middle of the day. I'm going to tell you what I do. To lessen my pressure on my deer woods, I carry my mouth turkey diaphragm calls. And I will talk like a turkey while I'm walking through the woods. Because how many of you have ever heard 2 or 3 turkeys sound like an elephant coming through the woods? You're not going to hurt it. And if they're downwind of you, they're going to smell you. But if they're upwind of you, they may just think you're a blooming bunch of turkeys coming through. So that lessens the pressure. Think about it. If you're going to move around during the middle of the day and it's hot, you might ought to consider using a turkey call. That might just help throw them off a little bit.
Calm the woods down.
Calm them down a little bit. All right, we got to take another break. When we come back, Marty has got something. It's top secret over there.
He won't show us.
He won't show us. He will not. It must be signed, sealed, and delivered over there. But it has to be good because it smells good. So hurry back to more. Southern Woods and Waters.